goes aside from my soul. There goes aside from my soul.
So guess what? Today we're going to cook something really special, and it's going to take less than 5 minutes. And you know, the other day I was at the seafood shop. You know, you occasionally find yourself in on the weekend. You don't know how you got there, but you're there and you're looking at all the prawns and you're looking at all the oysters and going, okay, what do I buy? We ended up buying some prawns, what else did we buy? We bought some, what are those? You know, the other one, the scallops. Yeah, we got some scallops, we got some prawns, and we got some baby octopus. Now the only problem is I was like struggling. What do I do with this? I got a recipe from a secret source. I'm not going to reveal them. Maybe one day I might, you know, and they may even come on camera if they're inclined to do so. That person is actually holding the camera right now. They're a little bit reluctant to come on camera, so I'm going to demonstrate. So this is the baby octopus. It's already been marinated. So when I say marinated, for those who aren't quite adept at cooking, which I am not, I will say I'm not a cook. I am learning as I go. But these recipes are meant to be for anyone who wants to just cook up a recipe. You know, go to your local shops and find something and cook it up. You know, it's nothing better than cooking it yourself. It tastes better. Even though it tastes horrible sometimes, it tastes better because you've made it yourself. You have to eat it. So basically what I've done here is I've put some salt, probably about this is about half a kilogram of baby octopus. So what we did was we put about half a teaspoon of salt, some pepper, and a little bit of turmeric. And we put the turmeric in there basically to, you know, to get rid of any germs, any bacteria that's in there. That it's somewhat of a, I guess, a purifying agent, if you want to call that. And it also gives it a little bit of flavor as well. Once you do that, you put this in the fridge. So it marinades. You know, leave it. I'd suggest you leave it overnight if you can do it the night before, but a couple of hours is enough, really, to have it ready to cook. Now I'm going to put that aside for the moment, and what we're going to do is we are going to start this off. You know, we're going to start this this flame, and I'd put it on probably medium to high, as I've been instructed just now. Medium to high. As you can see, I am winging this as I go. We've got some rice bran oil. I'm going to be very careful not to show any brand names today, like I did last time on the video. We are not affiliated with any brands at the moment. We may be in the future, but not right now. We're going to put 2 to possibly 3. I'm getting an indication of 3. Is 3 correct? I'm getting warm, yes. A bit more, a little bit more. So don't be too greedy on the oil. Just put a little bit of oil in. And we're just gonna let that warm up for a bit. Now I'm gonna have to be very careful here because I'm not gonna turn the fan on, because if I do, what's going to happen is it's going to drown out the voice, what I'm saying, as well as the sound of the cooking, which is awesome. So what we're going to do right now is put in the onions and the garlic, the shallots and the garlic, sorry, that I cut up earlier. It's getting warmed up. It's probably almost time to put it in. So you can see the see that, I don't know if you can get that in that picture. Can you see that? Yes, you can. So as you can see, we've got some garlic here and some shallots. So the way to know if the oil's ready is to start to put it in here, and it starts to sizzle. And this is about time. So what we're going to do is we're going to add all of this in, and I'm going to quickly go and grab a wooden spoon, because last time what I did wrong was to use a metal spoon, and I got in
big trouble. That's right, I got in big trouble, as you do, from the owners of the kitchen, who are related to me, that I scratch the pans. And scratching the pans is such a thing that amateurs do, isn't it? So as you can see, you can see it bubbling up, and already I'm getting hungry looking at this. Once it turns a slightly golden brownish colour, what we're going to do is to add okay, cut. Okay. So cut and action. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, I've got my handy tongs here, as you can see, and what we're going to do is we're going to pick one of these up at a time and start putting them in, just around the pot. Now you don't have to do one at a time, just pick a couple. I might have just let that, I'm going to turn the flame down a little bit, because we're starting to turn a little bit too brown for my liking. But as you can see, I can smell it. Beautiful. There's a little bit of juice left at the end. I'm going to pour that in. And so pretty simple. Now we're going to just quickly stir that in and let it cook. So we can turn the flame back up now, because we're not overcooking the onions and the shallots. But the onions and the shallots were basically there to add that extra bit of flavour. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick these and just turn them around so they cook. Turning the flame up a little bit. Now, as you can see, I haven't really cut the baby octopus. They've already come in a size where you can probably just cook them as they are. If you want, you can cut them into smaller pieces if you want it to be a little bit easier to eat. But you know, this is a meal in itself, possibly for two people with maybe a bit of veggies and maybe some mashed potato or something like that. But you know, if you're pressed for time, this thing itself can be a meal for one. So remember to turn it. We've only, you know, really, for those complaining about cooking, we've only spent maybe 3 or 4 minutes so far to cook this. Now, the marinade, you know, setting up the marinade maybe take you maybe another 3 or 4 minutes. But you put it in the fridge. You know, how much work are you doing it while it's in the fridge? You're relaxing. You're going to sleep. So, at most, this recipe will take up to 10 minutes to make. At most. So it's almost ready. And just keep turning them so it keeps cooking. You don't want to leave them in one spot because they'll start to burn or overcook. Now, not too much smoke or heat is coming up, so I don't have to turn the fan on, but it's probably a good idea to turn that fan on in your kitchen if you don't want your house to smell too much and get in trouble again, as I tend to do. Even worse, the smoke alarm going off, which I've done several times. But that's what cooks do, right? That's when you're learning, that's what you do. So it's almost ready. It's got to cook a little bit more. It's got to cook a little bit more. And what we're going to do now is add in a special ingredient. And this ingredient will give it that extra flavour that you're looking for. And can anyone guess what this is? Well, I'm going to tell you, it's parsley. I'm just going to put it on like that. Very simple. And again, look, took about a minute to cut those up, maybe 2 minutes at most. Now the beauty about this is these the baby octopus come pre-cleaned from the seafood shop, so there's not too much cleaning involved like if you with like fish and things like that, other types of seafood. It is getting a little bit hot here, but it might be wise to have a bigger set of tongs like this. So we're almost done. Don't need to cook it for too long. Now you can see the juices that were already there within the baby octopus are coming out, so you don't need to add any further water or any other liquids. So just let it simmer a little bit on a medium to high flame. Just turn that flame down as you progress. And we're almost there. And that's about it. So it's been about 5 minutes all up to cook this. It didn't take long at all. I'm going to put the recipe for this simple baby octopus recipe. Obviously you can limit, you don't have to put turmeric, you know, if you're allergic to turmeric or whatever. You can just put some salt and pepper, just minimize the ingredients as you will. Again, these recipes are, you know, we're trying to find recipes that are simple, that are easy to cook, and you know, it's going to cause you less hassle in the kitchen to do up, but are really tasty. So the next, I'm going to let this cool down a bit, and then we are going to see how it came out. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. We are going to taste what we just created, and this is the best part of cooking. You get to taste it. You got to experience it. So this baby octopus recipe was very simple, right? So let's see how it came out. Awesome. I don't need to say anymore. I'm gonna eat this. Try this yourself. Takes less than 10 minutes. Catch you next time.